Good morning, everybody. Hello. It is Friday, November 19th, 2021. Oh, thank you. It's the little things in card making. That train card is so much fun to create. I think I may have it somewhere close here. Hope everyone has had a great week. I will admit this has been a terrible week. Nothing super bad, just you know how when one thing goes wrong, another thing goes wrong, and another thing, and none of it is work related. So thank goodness for that. Hello. Oh, it's very windy in Spain. Hello, Wendy. Wendy Jackson? Wendy Morgan? Lots of Wendy's. Hello. Hi, Melly, Teresa, Kelly. Yay, you made it. Maureen, Lisa. So good to see you guys. Hi, Rebecca and Laura and Colleen. So good morning, everyone. After last week's complete disaster, I did do an edited version of that video, so hopefully that kind of cleared that up. Odin, stop scratching. I have no idea what was going on. I guess it was just one of those days. So it's good to know we all have those. You guys have let me know that everyone has those days where the creativity is just not going well. Hello, Joyous in Christ. It's so good to see everyone this morning. We're going to do a really fun card today. I pre-prepped more than what I sometimes do. And so I think it's going to be super fun. Let's hope that it goes well on camera today. Let's see. Kelly says her hubby and son are at a hunting camp. I'm sorry, I can't read. So she cleaned out a refrigerator and hit the grocery store this morning. Can you come clean my refrigerator out? That is on the agenda this afternoon or this evening, whenever it gets done. I have some work to do first, but yes. I actually cleaned out a bunch yesterday, but I'm going to take everything else out and clean it really good and hopefully prep for Thanksgiving. Hi, Karen. Marika, Cassie, it's so good to see. Hello, Kimberly and Gina. Marianne, it's so good to see everybody this morning. Rayanne, hello. Very cold in Pennsylvania. It's very cold here. Odin and I went for a walk this morning and it was chilly. The wind was blowing out of the north, which if it hadn't been blowing, it wouldn't have been quite as bad. But woo, when we walked into that, it was miserable. Kelly says she doesn't think she could get to Kansas by this afternoon, but otherwise she would. That would be fun. But let's be honest, we would craft. We wouldn't clean the refrigerator. Oh, hello. Oh, thank you, Alexis. A big hug from Chile. So good to see everyone. Oh, and Paper, Pencil, and Bird, hello from Germany. Well, hello. So we have quite a bit of coloring to do today. I thought coloring would be relaxing, fun, and we're going to see how it goes. I do have a background prepped, so if the dry time doesn't work out, because you never know on camera, we can just kind of the magic of video move that one right in. Let's see. Nancy Rose says, I have massive amounts of die cutting to do. Got the Hero Arts Kit. Oh, yay! I love that. And taking supplies to a family Thanksgiving for a craft, hoping to get everyone to sit, chat, and craft, not run off. I love that. What a great idea. Hello, Messy Missy. Let's see. Oh, good. Thank you, Marie Frankie. Happy to catch a live. Oh, thanks. Yeah, and the highlighter, I'm feeling, oh, it's this cheek. I can't see myself I always do the wrong side, and it's really, maybe I didn't do a good job. Looks a little heavy there, but the sun is also glaring. Let's see. Barely in the 60s in Texas, and everyone has their fur out. Teresa, I love that. Definitely Texans think it's super cold when it's 60. Huh? I love that. We kind of do that here in Kansas too, so I'm totally not making fun because it doesn't, it will get, it fluctuates and it will get colder at times, but we don't have long stretches of super cold here. Tana asks what part of Kansas you're in. I grew up in Western Kansas, but I am in the Wichita area now. So kind of central-ish Kansas. Let's see. Good morning, Elizabeth and Linda. Yeah. Oh, well, thanks, Linda. She thinks the highlighter looks good. So that's, I literally had to get ready so fast. I went for a walk and I got home thinking I had plenty of time. And I was like, oh my gosh, I still needed to like get the lighting set up and the equipment all set up. And so I was in there really fast. I jumped in the shower, jumped out, and did the makeup. Okay, well, oh, thank you so much. Is it Larry? Lori? I love how your name is spelled. Oh, you're so sweet. You love the shaker cards. Keep them coming. Let's see. Wendy, 40 in Massachusetts and everyone is in shorts. Isn't that awesome? I love how in different parts of the country, people dress differently. So when we were out for our walk, not this morning, but yesterday, it was a little warmer yesterday. No, 2 days ago. And the little kids were getting on the bus because my son is in high school and they go earlier, but the little kids start about an hour later. And so when we were out in the neighborhood walking and the little kids were getting on the bus, so many of them had shorts on. And I'm like looking at my temperature on my phone and it's like 40 something. I'm like, no thanks. I've got my stocking cap and my vest on. But yeah, I agree. Kids, and of course, the only coat kids want to wear is a sweatshirt. Oh, Lorraine says first time live. So real quick before we start crafting, I want to remind everyone to like, subscribe, do all of those things. It helps me so much. If this is your first time here, please give me a 1 in the chat. I love to shout you out if you are the first time catching me live. I appreciate it so much. I do go live every Friday at 9. However, I let everybody know last week, and I'm going to remind you guys this week, and I'll probably send out a reminder next week on social. We won't be live next Friday. Here in the U.S., it's Thanksgiving next Thursday. Friday is, maybe time spent with family, Black Friday shopping, whatever you guys have to do. So we are not going to be live next week. We're just going to take that week off, and I will be back that next week. So, just wanted to remind everyone of that. I appreciate you guys so much. A huge shout out and thank you to our replay crew. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching the replay. I see the numbers. I know so many of you catch it on replay and I truly appreciate it so much, even when I'm on the struggle bus like last week. So thank you guys. Okay, I'm really excited. I'm going to flip the camera around and we are going to start crafting. Oh man, so many first times. Jenna, Susan, Ms. Oh my goodness, you guys, that is so awesome. I love seeing that. Oh, I love that. Nancy says she's thinking she's going to have to do more die cutting later because she accidentally volunteered to plan her kids' winter party. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Larissa. Oh, I love that. So that's your nickname. Oh, I love. Yes, you can make shaker cards. You can do it. The first couple times it's a little bit of work, but I promise you are going to love the process. And it really becomes almost second nature. Oh, good. Little Lane crafts with Rachel. Hello. Hello, Malin from Sweden. Let's see. Columbia Coats. Why pay retail? Yes. Kelly says stocks eBay. Yes. At the end of the typical 16-year-old is right. That's mine too. He never wants to wear one. Okay. So I did do this background. Let me get rid of some of that glare. There we go. That's better. So this is an embossing folder and it is a fantastic hack for building a background. So this is what we're going to build today. And I knew I had ice skating images. You guys probably have ice skating critter images in your stash. I, of course, picked Mice on Ice, which I think is from 2020, if not 2019. One of my favorites. I absolutely love the mice images from Lawn Fawn. So I thought, wouldn't they be darling on this little scene? I also think the penguin ice skaters from Mama Elephant would be super cute. In fact, I was going to get those out. I didn't use them. I think they're out of stock a lot of places, so that's why I didn't. But I may I'm going to end up with an extra background. So I'm probably going to go ahead and do one for the photos. So I just want to show you guys. If you have Penguins Go Skating from Mama Elephant, how cute would they be in this scene? So you can kind of see, I just wanted to give you some other ideas of things, of sets you could use that you may already have. And like I said, I knew this when I prepped this week, that I wanted to use this, but everywhere I checked, I think it's sold out. I'll have to double check like Mama Elephant and stuff, but I probably will go ahead and finish my other background with that. And when I post my photos to my blog post later on, I will have that sample in there as well. Okay, I did pre-die cut some stuff. So this background, and I have extras in case there's a mistake. I planned a little better this week. This is the new Pine Tree Meadow embossing folder from Simon Says Stamp. This was in their handmade holiday release, full of amazing embossing folders. And some of my favorites were the scenes, because it's going to build you this beautiful dimensional scene with one layer. And so I thought, how can I use that to make a really fun card? And this is what I came up with. Of course, I picked this one first because I really felt, and this is, did I say it's Pine Tree Meadow? I felt that it was going to be perfect for ice skating mice. So that's kind of why we went with that one. And I have a little hack for coloring. It's not really coloring in the trees. I didn't want to spend loads and loads of time coloring each individual tree. I will tell you, I did try that twice. And I decided there's no way I'm attempting that on a live. And I didn't even really enjoy it for like an edited video. So I thought, what can I do to make this faster? And that's what we're going to do first. We're going to build our background. I'm going to splatter it a little bit with some snow. Hopefully it'll dry. If not, we're just going to move this guy right on in and finish the card on this. So I also pre-stamped my mice. We're going to do a little no-line coloring of those, but let's get our background going first. I'm going to move everything we don't need out of the way. Let me see. Wendy wants to know if there's any embossing folders similar. Can't get Simon Says Stamp where she lives. I am not really sure, to be honest. As far as scenes go. Does anyone else know? I feel like there is a company, but I cannot think who it is. Cassie says her birthday is Black Friday. It's always her favorite time to buy paper crafting supplies. Love the sales. Yes, I love that. Oh, Nancy, that's so funny. Talking about doing the kids' winter party. I love it. If anyone knows of similar embossing folders, please drop me a note or DM me so that I can maybe share that in my blog post, because I do not know. I do want to give a little tip. Every machine is different for embossing. I don't even know if this is the right way to do this. I have the Spellbinders die cutting machines. I place this, I'll show you. I'm not going to get my machine out just because it's heavy, but I place my paper in the embossing folder, and then I place it directly on the platform. And this is probably, it's funny. I have found nothing really works very good for like a sandwich, and I don't want to break the machine. I actually use this cardboard backer from the package. And then I did find using a folded piece of printer paper as another shim. I run it through my die cutting machine like this, and it gives me a really good impression. So I don't even use like the cutting pads. I just use that the platform with these. I've tried so many different ways and I'm never super happy. Let me move this too. Okay, so this is my hack for coloring in trees. Oh, let me see. I might have missed some stuff. Trudy is a number one. Welcome, Trudy. Oh, good. Paula says she bought the Art Impressions Train Stamps and Dies. It is limited edition. It's so, so cute. Oh, and Little Lane Crafts with Rachel says she just realized she ordered this embossing folder and she's excited. That's awesome. Okay, Vicki, did I answer that at all about the sandwich? Because I know it's here. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you the machine. But hopefully this will show you exactly. So this is exactly what I use. You don't need to see my notes here. I use this is just regular printer paper I got in a package of stuff. So pretend my die cutting machine is here. I use the platform. I place my cardstock. This is Bristol smooth cardstock because I am going to do a little zig coloring on this. Not a ton, but a little. So that is in my embossing folder. I use this as my cutting pad, I guess. And then some paper as a shim. And I literally roll it through like this. No resistance. It does go through nice. Like you can feel that it's tight enough that it's impressing. Obviously, you can see it impresses it well. But not so much resistance that I think I'm going to break the machine. I've tried some different things and I felt like I was going to break the machine. So this is what works for me. It literally was trial and error. I hope that helps. Vicki, I do not mist my paper. I know some people do. I actually never mist my paper. So it's completely up to you. You can see, hopefully, maybe if I tilt it, I feel like I get a really good impression without misting it. I love, love, love this one. And there's several other embossing folders that are similar for other kinds of scenes. This is, Jessie wants to know, and I'm going to say it wrong because they're all similar, Pine Tree Meadow. Here's what it looks like. It's SF240 Pine Tree Meadow. And there are some other cute ones. At the end, I may show you some of those depending on how much time we have left. So remind me. Okay, good. I'm glad that helped, Vicki. So this is my hack for coloring in the trees. We're going to do this part first, just in case we mess up. And this is Rustic Wilderness Distress ink. I'm using a cube because I feel that this is a better size. Any green's going to work here. So I'm literally going to take it and do this. And the raised area is going to catch the ink. This is not even very technical. Don't worry about that in the sky. We're going to cover that up when we color in the sky. But I am just trying to keep it pretty flat, and we're just going to swipe the color on. This is literally how I did my trees. So I don't worry about this in the water either. This is the Bristol Smooth Cardstock. This is water-based ink. Distress ink is water-based. Zigs are water-based. We're going to kind of blend it out and disguise that. Now, I did mostly just color. I may add a little base of color, to these trees. I'm not going to worry too much. I can take my markers and color them in better. And that's it. So that is my tree forest. That's my hack for spending way less time coloring in trees. So basically, I'm just going to work on coloring these in the foreground, and we're going to let those in the background just kind of blend out. I'm going to clean up my surface. Let's see, Bristol paper. I don't even know what weight Bristol is. I'll look. It's 100 pound. So the Bristol paper I use looks like this. It's Bristol Smooth Surface, and it's 100 pound. And anytime I'm doing something with zigs, this is what I use. Aline, I'm so glad you can join too. Yes, Cindy, it can look like a reflection. Good morning, Terry. You are not very late. We chatted a lot first. So this is still a little bit wet, and I decided to start with the sky, and we're going to color that in first with deep blue and blue-gray. I'm going to save any detail that I want to do with my green markers. Sorry, lost my train of thought. I will save those for a little bit later. So right around the base of the trees, I'm just gently going in with my deep blue and kind of just scribbling, really. And we're going to go all the way around here. And I lay my dark color down, just like if I'm coloring an image. I lay my dark color down and then I blend out with the lighter color. In this case, it'll be the blue-gray. Because I was thinking like a wintry night sky is what we're going for. And I'm just going to keep scribbling. I call it scribble color. It's not super neat. I want to avoid the embossed areas as much as possible. And some of those white areas on the trees, I just like imagine it is snow. All right, that looks fairly good. Yeah, Wendy, zigs are so fun. I absolutely love them. Vicky says she hasn't ordered any of these folders because she was afraid to color it. I'm hoping that this makes it a little easier. I know I did a whole video. I meant to link it and I literally forgot. So I'll do that when we're done. I'm going to make a note. Where I colored in some embossing folders. And it was very time consuming. It's a beautiful result, but I was really looking for something a little bit quicker for scene building. And so this was my hack and solution for that. Okay, this is the blue-gray, and I'm simply going to come down here and pick up some of that dark, deep blue, and we're just going to scribble it all the way up to the top, and I'm going to have to work a little bit to get a blend, and you can see where I kind of got some of that green in the sky. I'm just blending that right on out. I'm not going to worry too much if some of it's still visible. I'm trying to embrace the imperfection a bit. And a lot of it we can disguise when we add our snow splatters. We're just going to keep scribbling this and then I'll reevaluate and see what needs to be fixed. So I'm just going to flip my paper a little bit and try to pull a little more of that dark up. It's looking pretty good though. But I like to move and rotate my paper quite a bit to keep my hand out of what I've just colored. All right. Oh, hello, Sylvie from France. Thank you. Oh yeah, Cindy, I do know what you're talking about. The puff, it was like a puff pin, like that you heated. Is that what you're talking about? Like, you would put it on something and then you would heat emboss it and it would puff up. I'm thinking. Let's see. Oh, Maureen, I did not get my new zigs. They are out of stock everywhere. I went straight and looked for them and they're out of stock. I really want to get them all at once. If anyone knows where I can get them all at once, can you let me know? Because I really, really want them. Hello, Marcy. You caught me live. Is this your first time? That's exciting. Yes, thank you, IB Elf. It's the Marvy Snow Marker. Thank you. That's what I'm thinking of. I hope that's what you're thinking of too. Let's see. Oh, hello. It's no problem to be late. You can come and go. Let's see, a puff pin. Yeah, a lot of people remember that. I used to have it. I might still have one. I think I tried to use it last year and it dried up. I need it. I really loved that product. So now we're going to do the icy little lake. And I'll just remind you, here's my background I've already done. So what I did was I went through, this is the light color from the sky, blue-gray. And you want to make sure and scribble off some of that dark ink that might be on the tip from the sky. Get back to the original color. And I'm going to kind of trace out the lake and then blend out with the blender. I'm actually not using another color here. We're just going to use the blender. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I did have a good birthday. I spent most of my birthday with two of my really good friends that live close to me, Lori Craig and Lori Willison. They took me out for lunch. We went out for dinner. We crafted. It was a great day. So I'm just kind of going around, again, very similar to the sky, going around the base here. And I want to avoid this little snow. And I did smear some green, but I think we can blend that out. I probably have my finger in it. Oh yeah, sure did. And let's take our blender. Oh, thank you, Nancy. And then I'm going to, I kind of do like little circles, and I'm going to start pulling this blue color. I don't want a super harsh line. I want it to kind of look like an icy lake. And I'm just going to kind of do that little circle-y motion. We're going to kind of go around the snowbank and smooth this all out. And then I'm just going to pull the color out as much as I can. You could also use water if you wanted to. I don't always incorporate water for some scenes especially, but it might have made it go faster, but I feel like I maybe have a little more control with the blender. So for me, that worked better. But if you're good with water, go for it. Oh, thank you, Cassie. Laura says there's marshmallow paste from Maker, is it Maker Forte, and it fluffs up when you heat it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, thank you. It's the little things in card making. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. It was a good day. Which is good because the rest of this week was a disaster. Some weeks just be like that, as my daughter says. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of go around these trees. They need a little more color, I know, but I don't want to take the blender next to the green. So I like to do the water first, and then we're going to finish by fixing any of these trees. I just am reluctant to get too heavy-handed with that technique I showed you at the beginning with the ink pad, because I don't want to end up with green snow and green water, because that is going to be a little harder to fix. Okay, so now we're just going to, and I tend to work in small sections and not outline the whole thing at once. I know the sky I did, it's a little more forgiving, but I like to work in littler sections for the water for the most part. Go around here. So what is everyone's weekend plans? I hope something fun. I literally think I'm going to try to get my work done today. I may have to do a little bit tomorrow, but that's okay. But I have to finish getting my house decorated. I haven't got it all the way. So that's big on my goals today. Oh, Colleen says she's decided she's going to get multiple blenders so you don't have to worry quite so much about getting color cleaned off. The red is horrible. That's a really good idea. I like that. Oh, Joyce in Christ, happy early birthday. Mine was Monday. Yep, it was the 15th. The colors I'm using now are this blue-gray I'm using for the water and then a blender. So far I've only used deep blue and blue-gray for the sky, and then I'm using blue-gray and the blender for the water. Cindy says her husband's going away for the weekend, and then there's like a little party hat. So do you get the house to yourself? Are you going to craft all weekend? Sometimes that's the nicest thing. I think I'm going to be here alone this weekend. I think my son's going to his dad's, and so I'm actually kind of excited because this is the first weekend in a while I haven't had anything at all. I have so many plans of things I want to get done. We'll see how much I actually get finished. So I'm still just working kind of small. Here's where I got my finger in some green. I'm going to just take my blender and blend that green right out into the water. Almost erases it. Good morning, Myra. Oh, thank you, Vanilla. Wendy's going to be decorating and getting ready for her son to return from college. She hasn't seen him in person since August. That is so exciting. I love that. Oh. I thought that I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I don't know why I'm getting a phone call. Can you guys see that when I'm getting a phone call? I hope not, because I know I hit Do Not Disturb, but maybe I need to double check it. Tina says she's cleaning. We are going out of town next week and wants to get home to a super clean house. Tina, I do that too. It drives everyone crazy, but my mom always did that growing up. My mom and dad are very much that way. And I just always want my house clean. Is anyone traveling? If you're in the US, are you traveling for Thanksgiving or are you staying home? Is anyone excited for crafty Black Friday shopping? I kind of am. I don't even know why. I'm trying to think what I even thought I wanted to buy. I'm sure something. It'll come to me. When those ads come, it'll come to me what I think I need to buy. Okay, I'm just going to finish coloring in this water, and then we're going to finish the trees and color our mice. So lots of coloring today. No, that's kind of not a very good line right there. Let's see if we can get that smoothed out. And I just kind of keep working at it until I feel like it looks the way I want it to. I don't like this line right here, so I'm going to see if I can't fix that just a tiny bit. I wish I'd left that a little more white, but that's okay. Let's see. Hand stitching the binding on a quilted tree skirt, Elizabeth says, with matching stockings, and made her son and his girlfriend. Oh my goodness, that is so much fun. I love handmade projects. That is exciting. Let's see. Linda's traveling, but not very far. Oh, Leanne's going to a nursing home to spend time with her dad. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Myra. That train stamp from, it's a limited edition from Art Impressions, and Simon Says stamp, and I know it's going to sell quickly. I love the idea of using like last year's set, which was like the reindeer barn with it. I think that would be cute. All right, I think my water is colored, so it is a little time consuming, but worth it. Okay, Tina's going to see family, about a 6-hour drive, but more like 8 with the kids. Isn't that the truth? Oh, good. Yes, Vanilla. I'm trying to make it have that icy feeling. So I want my trees to have a similar look to the ones I just swiped the ink on. So I'm going to take, this is deep green, and we're going to kind of just go up with a swiping motion, but it's a lot more controlled since it's the tip of a marker. I'm just trying to kind of get a similar look. I picked marker colors that I thought would look close to Rustic Wilderness. Oh, good. My washer's done and it's letting everyone know. Sorry, it plays a song. And then we're going to take light green, which is about fade. The label's about faded off. We are going to just kind of blend that out a little bit. Again, I'm just kind of doing more of a swiping motion, not so much coloring. It's kind of more that the hint of the tree, I guess. Oh yeah, and there's one right here I need to kind of fix. I think that needs a little more dark. So we're just going to kind of do that. I see a couple things I don't love, so let me go back with my deep green. Okay, I do see one other thing where I got quite a bit of green on the snow. I'm going to see if I can make sure the tip of my blender is completely clean. And I'm just going to try to blend out some of those harsh lines, even if there's some green left. I'm just going to clean the tip of the marker a lot. Oops, I just picked up some of that green. I think we can disguise most of it with some ink splatters. So that is the background. So now we need some snow. I don't even think I needed my extra, the just in case extra. All right, let me grab my paint brushes. So you can use whatever you want for snow. I personally kind of like, I never know how to say this, you guys. I say it wrong, so I'm not going to. Oh, and try not to make a huge mess. I'm just going to put a little here on my table. Normally I do this in a box, but I think I forgot my box somewhere. Oh, it's the little things in card making. That is so awesome. She says her son will be home for Christmas. He's been stationed in the Middle East for the last year and a half. Oh, but she's been using his room as a storage room for supplies. It's time to clean it out. That's hilarious. I love that. Kelly, you're welcome. I did not list the colors for the mice. That's a game time decision. Sorry about that. I couldn't think what I wanted to do. Let's see. Yes, Sue says it's hard to believe this is an embossing folder. That is my entire goal. So I lay a little of this down. I like to thin it with a little water. I actually just use my distress sprayer and spritz a little in here. I'm just going to mix it up here. And then we want to add some snow. And I am a tapper. I want to tap kind of everywhere, all over. Oh, I kind of like the snow on this one better than the first one. Probably added more water than I did when I made the sample background. So I kind of want snow all over the trees, the sky, everything. And that looks pretty good. All right, so I will wash that after a bit. I want to set this aside to completely dry. Here's the one we just made, and here's the one I did the other night. They're all gonna look a little different, but I'm just going for that general kind of finished look. So I'm gonna set that aside to dry, and let's color in our mice for our scene. Let's also do a little clean. Normally I'd probably do several backgrounds with my little white snow, but so I don't have quite so much waste, but that's okay. For today, this is what we're doing. Oh, I got it all over my coffee cup. That's why I generally try to use a box or a splatter box or whatever. Oh, Amanda, that is such a nice compliment. Thank you. She says she's not a huge fan of live streams, but I've converted her. Thank you. I have to admit, I kind of love them. I thought I was somebody who didn't love them either. but I do. Leanne says, where's Odin? He's sleeping on the floor. So we've had a stressful week. He went to the groomers this week, and they called me and said his eye was funny. So, of course, I panic, and the vet can't see him at either location. I called a couple other vets, and because he's doesn't go there, they wouldn't be able to see him right away. But I could go to my vet for a drop-off appointment the next day, so I did. And when I picked him up from the groomer, his eye wasn't that bad. And I figured it wasn't bad when I took him. I figured he either got water in it or hair or something, which he probably did. So I take him to the vet and drop him off yesterday, and nothing is wrong with it. So he's fine, but he's very tired. That's so funny, Myra. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I'll show Odin after bit here at the end. I don't get, the paint really just stayed pretty much on my glass mat. So, but normally I'd use a splatter box. Let's see. Oh, Sean says this is the first year her youngest will not be with them for the holidays. He is in the Navy and stationed in Japan. Thank you so much for his service. Thank you to everyone. Let's see. Yeah, so yes, I'm so glad he's okay too. But I've been back and forth to the vet multiple times. Brody, my little old man, I need to get my markers and stop talking. He has an allergy shot. He has bad, like, dermatitis. Poor thing. He has such bad allergies. And so he gets an allergy shot every week, and I've been to the vet for the allergies medicine. And then, of course, when I had Odin there, they said it was time for some shots and some other checkups. Just all the good stuff. Let me see. I really should have planned these colors ahead of time. I know what I'm using though, so all right, that's good. If we need more, we'll get them. Let's color in the mice. I don't think I'm using all of them. Let's see, the ones I planned on using are these 4, and those are the 4 I'm going to color right now. I stamped all of them in case I changed my mind. Kelly, yes, Mama was emotionally drained. I get gouache. Thank you, Wendy. I always want to call it gouache, and I know that's not right. Gouache. Thank you. Now that I've seen you spell it like that to say it, that will help me remember. Gouache. Let's see. Aloha, Amy. Hello. Cindy says they have a nephew and his family deployed in Japan too. Oh, Laura, I'm so glad. Yes, I love the lives for socialization. So I'm going to do, I think, mid-brown and beige, and maybe a little medium beige for my mice. I'm going to just kind of trace him out. Make sure I'm in camera real quick. And not just coloring away somewhere else. Oh, I didn't do his tail very good. So I do think my mice are going to have some red accessories. You guys know my rule on red. Red should be colored last because it makes a mess. If you touch it with the tip of a lighter marker, which we will be using some lighter ones here, it is going to bleed probably. This is some beige, so I like to use mid-brown and beige together. This is kind of one of my go-to color combinations for critters. If I'm going to go brown, let's see, I think we need a little more mid-brown here. I like to trace it out with my dark, and then we're going to just blend out with our lighter color or colors. I can show Brody, Carrie. He is generally in another room, and that's why I don't show him very often. I'll see if I can get him to come. He's 11, so he's a little old man. I call him my little old man. We had adopted him. He's a rescue. I've never had a rescue before, and it literally has been probably, we've all agreed as a family, the kids and I, that one of the best things we've ever done. Is it Kareen or Karen? Wants to know how I come up with these color combos. A lot of these are my favorite color combos, and you guys, my color chart is coming. So I had a computer problem, and I think it's solved now. I got a new computer. Yay! So that color chart PDF is going, I'm hoping to release it Monday. Oh, thank you, Susan. Rochelle wants to know if I prefer brush or felt tip markers. I think I do better with the brush, these brush tips, but I really like the felt tips. I wish I was better with them. Let's see. Oh, Mary, that's so hard. She says she has a nephew in the Navy, but they aren't allowed to know where he is deployed. Terry wants to know what I use to clean my glass mat. I usually just use some Windex or glass cleaner, but I just used water today. I'm going to do a little pink haze for the inside of the ear and also for the cheek. And then the nose, I'm going to go back with my mid-brown and color that in nice and dark. All right, I do need a fine tip pen. Let me see. I'm going to color in the eye and the mouth and these ice skates. And while I have this, let's go ahead and do the ice skates. And then I'll color the rest of that in later. All right, let's see. I'm going to take a little... Oh, Tana says she has a little old man rescue too, and he's 16. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, I cannot believe, I mean, he's just such a little sweetheart. He is a little, I guess I would call it damaged. We think he maybe wasn't treated very good. He tends to be skittish around men, all men, but he loves women. So, but he has warmed up to my son because my son just keeps loving him. Cindy says, can you explain how you stamped and cut them out? Yes. Okay. So for video, this is not what I normally do, but I did this today to save time so I wouldn't have to die cut. They are already die cut. I stamped these with the Lawn Fawn Jellyfish No Line Coloring ink, and then I did die cut all of them. And after I die cut them, I simply put some Post-it tape. This is what I use on the back. And it's repositionable. And I placed it here to hold them in the paper because they're little. And they're so much easier to color while they're still in the sheet. And this is a great thing to do. Like if you were going to take a project somewhere and you wanted to pre-prep, I would suggest doing this because then you don't have to worry about a die cutting machine or get a little tiny, I have a little tiny die cutting machine. That would be cute too. But that's kind of why I went ahead and die cut these today. It's just a time saver. I love the Lawn Fawn mice too, Rayanne. They are so cute. Oh, good. Kelly says she needed fine black pens for details and got the Altenew set. I don't have that set. Do you like it? I've looked at those. Myra, sometimes I use alcohol to clean my glass mat too. Yes, it depends on what is on there. I agree. Thank you, Nancy, for catching it on the replay later. I'm glad that it was relaxing. So I'm going to do a little red scarf. We're going to just go in here and trace out. This is carmine red. And for all of the mice and accessory colors that I didn't add before, I will add those as soon as the live is done. And this post will go up later today. A lot of times I do it on Saturday, but it is going to go up today because I actually have a blog post scheduled for tomorrow. So this will go up a little bit later. And I will have all of the details for that too. Oh, I like the little red scarf. I feel like the eye was a little small. And then, let's see. I think I'm going to make the boots kind of match. And I'm going to go in and just draw some little stripes with my dark marker. It'll be very light and tone on tone. So there is one ice skating mouse. Leanne, your card kits will be there when you can get to them. You're doing what you need to right now. That's the great thing. You can always come back to it and maybe just do a little coloring. Maybe you can stamp something in color if you just need a little relaxation. I find coloring to be very relaxing. And then you can always put the cards together later on when you can. So this little guy, we're going to color in his tail. Let's see. Just going to trace out what I can. I might have to reference my stamp set. Hold on. Sometimes with no line coloring, it can be tricky to know what is what. Oh, I bet that's the skate. Let me see. This one's the scarf one. Oh, it is the skate. That's the skate and that's the skate. Oh, I can fix that. So, let's do that. And there we go. Fixed. Do not be afraid to kind of reference your stamp set. I have to do that a lot. And I don't think I've colored this particular mouse before. I've colored some of the others. Sometimes I feel like I get lost. And I think this is part of the body too. Okay. Marika says, where did you purchase your little die cutting machine? I'm looking for one. Amazon. I got it on Amazon. It's a little Sizzix, the little mini one, and I take it to like crafting weekends with friends. All right, let's get this guy colored in. Don't be afraid to go slow also with this, because it can be a little tricky. It's so much easier, like I miss part of his body when it's an outline, but I love how it looks when it's no line colored. There's the arm and the face. All right. Carrie says she has the Tombow markers but struggles coloring with them. I was on such a Tombow kick, and then there earlier, I think this year, yeah, it was earlier this year, and I haven't used them for a while. I should use those again. That would be fun. Maybe I'll try to incorporate that into a upcoming video. Okay, I feel like I need a different color for this outfit. I actually, you know what? Let's just use our blues that we used for the sky. And I'm going to color in the hat with deep blue and then that blue gray. And I think I'll do the ice skates in this color too. I probably don't even really need to use the deep blue. It's just a teeny tiny bit. There we go. I'm liking that. And then I am going to grab a lighter blue. Let's make sure the tip, I often will kind of make sure the tip's clean because you never know if I cleaned it the last time. That little pom-pom's kind of getting lost. I'm going to trace it out with the blue-gray. And then we'll just kind of trace out the brim of his hat. Just kind of doing a little tone on tone. And then this is blue haze, or haze blue. Cute, cute. Now let's deepen and darken up his nose. And draw in the eyes. Oh, I love these little mice. Jessie wants to know, will any laminator work with the foiling on sentiments, or do you need the Mink machine? No, you do not need the Mink machine. Any laminator should work. Yep. Oh, Kelly already answered. Thank you, Kelly. I keep saying Kelly should be my moderator, and she totally should. She's so good at keeping me remembering everything that I forget. Oh, so many of you guys answered. Thank you. Yes, the Royal Sovereign from Amazon, which is on my wish list. Candy says, have you used the Corinne Pro Brush markers? Yes. So my friend Lori Craig works for the company that has those, and I do have them here. I've played with them a little bit, not a ton, but they are very nice. I love them. All right, let's get these last couple of cuties colored. I need to figure out what color to color in their accessories. I don't really want to go too wild. I may just kind of go back to reds. I might do a little green. What do you guys think about some green? Let's see. There is that. It always looks kind of funny when I just outline it and not very good. Do you guys ever find that when you're coloring and it just takes a minute for it to kind of take shape? Sometimes I'm tempted to like start over because I'm like, that looks terrible. But then it all works out. Let's see. One more red and one green, Kelly says. That's what I feel like too. I think that's what we're going to do. Because this just to me doesn't feel like a pastel-y or kind of more modern pinks and aquas kind of card. Feels a little more traditional to me. Yes, Joyce and Christ says green. Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm going to use some of those greens that I maybe used for the trees. All right. Oh, whoops. Let's color in his little belly. I generally go a little lighter. This is beige and medium beige, or light beige will also work. The blender will work. You can kind of play around with what you have. That's a little mid-brown. Do not want to drop that on my card. Let's see. Yes, some green. Wendy says she thinks she's going to sell her Tombows. She never uses them. What's funny is I really got into them this year. I've never really had before. I actually really like them. I just never reached for them very often. I did there for quite a bit for a while. I need to again. I like them. All right, let's give this cutie a little green scarf. This is that deep green again that I used for the trees. Oh, I missed the arm. That's not the scarf. This is that mouse's arm. How much, I just love that Lawn Fawn keeps adding to these mice as well. I think it's so much fun. But I literally lost that little mini set that has the Christmas tree. I lost it. I actually ordered it last night. And I ordered some Doodlebug stuff. You guys, I'm kind of in a shopping mood lately. Has anyone ordered anything super fun they're excited about? Let me know. Let me see. Oh yeah, make sure you're using toner foil. That's a good suggestion. You guys are, I love the chat. I love how much everyone helps everybody else. Thank you so, so much. I call this our weekly craft and chat. After I blend the scarf, I am just going to do some little stripies on that one too. I think this one's gonna, I think they're just gonna have matching boots and accessories, scarves and hats and things. Oh, I like the green. I like the green a lot. Thank you guys for encouraging me to do the green. I really like that. Okay, I generally like a little pink cheek here. And I kind of forgot for these guys. There we go. All right, one more and then we can put it all together. Lorraine, I feel you. I feel you with the shopping. So in this last week alone, I stocked up on I call it not the fun stuff, essentials. So like storage pockets, storage inserts, card bases. What else did I get? But then, of course, I was like, well, I need a reward for all of this necessities that I'm getting. Haha, I'm kidding. But I got, oh, I know what I got. The Craft Consortium, they had the great, I'll show you because I just love them so much. The dimensional set, I don't know, did you guys see the December card kit from Simon Says Stamp? So they have these, which I absolutely love. I'm completely going off track of what I'm doing, but I loved them. I loved building these, and they had penguins and gnomes still. And so I got those, and I cannot wait to build them. Did anyone get the December card kit? I am so excited. Oh my goodness, Lorraine, you were a Golden Bone winner and you're still ordering so much. Oh, that's so exciting. I didn't even recognize your name. I know I've looked at those posts from Simon a lot. That is awesome. Kathy says she loves Doodlebug and she's a hoarder. I am too. And it's not with that many things, but Doodlebug, oh my goodness. Yes, and same from scrapbooking days. The Doodlebug Christmas Cassie is so cute. So I'm a planner too. I know I've mentioned this a few times. I have a planning channel. I had it with my daughter. She's kind of busy. And then we went off kilter and we hadn't posted in months. And I spent some time this week and I've actually kind of revamped it. It's probably going to just be me. And I've got some stuff filmed. I have videos I'll be putting up starting next week again. But I thought some of those stickers would be cute for my planner. I'm so excited. Craft all the things. That's my motto. That's so exciting. Oh, Rebecca. Oh my goodness. Rebecca says she won the Golden Bone the first year they did it. You guys, that's awesome. Is there any more Golden Bone videos winners in here? Joyous in Christ is waiting on the December kit. Oh my goodness, you're gonna love it. I absolutely adore the kit. I love everything about it. I cannot wait to show you the rest of the stuff I've made with it. But those, I made the dimensional, they're called decoupage, but I just call them 3D. I can't get enough of them. I had never seen them until the kit came, and I am addicted. Absolutely addicted. Cheryl wants to know what the golden bone is. So Cheryl, during Stamptember, Simon Says Stamp randomly sends out in all of the orders that they get during Stamptember, which is September every year, a golden bone ticket is what it's called. And that means whoever gets it, and I think, correct me if I am wrong, you guys, were there 5 this year? 4 or 5 golden bones. And those who get that get new release from Simon Says Stamp all year long. Is that correct? So you get, it's a really fantastic prize. And it's just completely random and it's exciting. Crafter's Companion and Joanne's. I'm going to have to get several more jobs to support this habit. Amy, you and me both. But I love, crafting is so fun. It makes me so happy. Craft all the things, I say. Willy Wonka, yes! 5 every year, Lorraine says. Thank you. I couldn't remember. It's so exciting. I love seeing everybody who gets it and just their faces. So exciting. It's a really fun little thing. Oh, Christmas photo shoots. Christmas releases. Cassie, yes. Oh, a 2-year-old granddaughter. Oh, I bet that's so much fun. That is such a fun age for holidays. Yes, Cheryl, it is like Willy Wonka. I'm sure that's where the inspiration came from. It's just it's a cute little thing to do. All right, let me make sure. Oh, nose. Too much talking, not enough coloring. We're almost done with this. And the eye. Okay, there's our mice. I hope I didn't miss anything. If you guys see that I missed coloring something, can you let me know? And I'm going to move my markers. I literally always start out with the best intentions of staying so neat and tidy, and then it turns into a disaster. All right, I am going to grab some foam adhesive, I think, and this is the background we did this morning, right? Yes. And from Mice on Ice, I did stamp Happy with the Lawn Fawn Lobster ink, and then I stamped Holidays with Noble Fur for that red and green. And I die cut that with a sentiment label die from Simon Says Stamp. Oh no, what happened to my pink on the cheek? Vicky says, oh, thank you. Let me grab my pink. I think there's a little there, but it's kind of dark. Let's see if we can make it show up a little better. All right. Oh, CZ says, my order from the greetery arrived yesterday. Ordered the new suite of tag products, hot foiling, stamping, stenciling, die cutting. Awesome, awesome. My friend Lori Willison works with them, and I love seeing all of the great stuff from the greetery. So good. So, so good. Tracy, this is my full-time job. So what you see here is what I do. Yes. Crazy. All right. I'm going to kind of play with placement. And they definitely, I think they need popped up, because here's what it looks like that. Here. I have to say, I am digging this green scarf and boots. I'm so glad you guys talked me into it. I think it'll be cuter popped up. So I'm just going to lay everything out. I'm hoping we don't need an additional mouse. And this little guy. So much fun. Isn't it cute? I just feel like they fit this perfectly. You could always do maybe, I don't know. I don't really feel like, because the direction this one's facing, I don't really like it. I like it going this way. I think 4 is enough. We're going to save these guys. Maybe I'll make another background. I do have another one I could color. We'll see. So let's get some small foam adhesive squares. And if you guys saw my Simon Says Stamp December card kit tag video, you know how I feel about these foam adhesive squares. These are the best. I love them so much. I'm really picky about foam, and these are my favorite. Oh, Cassie says she loves the greetery and purchased all the shiny bright ornament stamps and dies. That's so exciting. So Lori and I are actually talking about maybe doing a live together, so it would be fun to get her on here. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. She thinks it looks cute. Oh, Cindy says she loves it. Jessie says, did you die cut the mice first and then stamp to get the perfect die? No, I actually stamped them first, and then I thought I don't want to spend all of the live die cutting. So I stamped, and then I die cut them, and then I taped them with a little repositionable tape, oops, in there to hold them in place. And that was simply for time. What brand are they? Scrapbook adhesives. I think I added them in the description box down below. I like how these two guys are holding hands. I think that's sweet. Scrapbook adhesives, and they come in large and small. And I'm gonna, this is what oh, that's the other thing I spent money on. I bought like 20 packs of each size and 20 packs of my favorite strips, and these are from Doris. I think I said that right. I probably said that wrong too. If I did, you guys tell me. But I have favorite foam adhesive. I kind of attribute it to the same thing as people, well, I do too. You have your favorite like wooden spoon or scraper or pot in the kitchen, you know, for cooking. I have my favorite foam adhesive in here. So these are the ones that came in the December kit, and they're from Doris, but they're super, super sticky. We're not using those. Not during a live anyway. I'll use them up, but they stick to my nails something terrible. I love how there's space between these because you can really grab onto them. Okay, let's see what I must have missed something. Joyous in Christ. This card looks amazing. Now I want this too, but my husband says I need to turn my wanter off until after Christmas. I'm going to say that all the time. Oh my gosh, that is the most funny thing. I need to turn my wanter off too. Oh my goodness, I love it, love it. Let's see. Yep, scrapbook adhesives. And if they aren't on the product list, which I will admit I did that late last night, I will add those because they are my favorite. Oh, it's turning out cute. I'm going to go ahead and do my holidays. So this I use the strips on. Oh, do I not have scissors? Here we go. And I just trim that up. Oh, Susie, thanks for reminding everyone to do a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's the little things in card making. I'm glad you could be here. All right. Actually, before I attach that, so if you put foam adhesive on something, I always just use my sheet. I'm not sure I should add it quite yet. So we have our happy, and it's in our holidays. So this is going to be a little tricky, but I feel like happy needs to be popped up. So I remove the backing from both sides of these little thin strips. And the reason you do that is because it's going to be quite a bit more pliable. And I'm going to see if I can get it to fit. Well, the majority of this. We may have to do a little trim job, but I think it's going to look cuter popped up. This is where the extra comes in. Wendy Morgan says, my wanter doesn't have an off switch, unfortunately. You guys are so funny. That's just cracking me up. Me neither. I was just telling one of my friends the other day that I keep wanting things, and why? To have more projects that are half finished. But I feel like I have to have them. So funny. I know that's sticking out a little. We'll do a little trim job here in a minute. I'm just going to kind of try to position my little thin strips under some of the areas, probably not all of it. I probably could have glued this down flat and it would have been so much easier, but I don't do easy. Oh my goodness, Myra, I agree. The Newton's Nook release, I just saw that last night and I'd already placed my order and I really want to go back and get some more stuff. So cute. I love all the little kitties and dogs from Newton's Nook. Linda has no turn off switch. I love it. Allison says, same problem with the want list. I started trying to force myself to make a list of the things I want and not buy it immediately unless it's just I have to have it. And then I come back either a week later or whatever and try to determine if I still want it. And if I do at a certain point, then I'm like, okay. But half the time I don't follow that rule very well. I feel like we probably need some... Oh, this is sticky too. This is delicate. You know what I should have done? I should have die cut this several times from cardstock and popped it up that way instead of messing with this. But I'm chatting and not thinking. That's what I really should have done. But we're going to do it this way today. Okay, where it's sticking out a little bit, I'm just going to snip that. And then, whoops, I bumped my camera. Let's figure out where we want that happy to go. And I feel like I should have done that a little higher. Yeah. I like that. But I feel like I maybe put the adhesive too far down on these letters. Maybe I should have just glued this straight down. Hold please. There's always something, isn't there? All right. Let's see if that's a little bit better. Not really, but oh yeah, that's okay. We'll glue that down. No, it's so cute. Okay, and then I think we need some little embellishments. Oh, thank you, Jules. Allison, that's funny. I do that too, though, with videos. I will watch them and I get inspired and I'm like, well, I must have that now. Let me grab some little snowflakes and a little red heart, of course. So, we need a heart. And I need some glue. All right. I think we're going to do hearts like right here. Maybe even up there. Maybe we'll do a snowflake. I'm going to play around just for a second. I kind of like those little pops of red. Yes, Leanne, the hearts. Oh, thank you, Tina. I thought the mice were the right size too. I'm anxious to try the Mama Elephant penguins, and I'm going to because I really want to see how it looks. I think it'll be kind of fun. I think we will. Oh, Odin's snoring. Nice, buddy. I think we'll just do a little bit of that there. All right, we may add a couple more, but let's glue down our hearts. That's a little trash. I'm kind of curious what other critters, like in some of the other scenes, I'll grab some of those because I think you could really create all kinds of super fun scenes with these embossing folders and little critters. And especially, I'm partial to Mama Elephant and Lawn Fawn critters, but probably anything little that you have. I just think it could make some really, really cute scenes. Let's do maybe here and here. And that is it. Oops, that's a broken one. I hate when that happens. I should probably, my friend Susan said she goes through like all of her sequin packs and stuff and gets rid of all of the bad ones. I never do that, but maybe I should because I feel like I always end up with some broken ones. Sometimes I use those in shakers though. And that's it. There is our little happy holidays ice skating mice. Michelle says she loves when he snores. That's so funny. Oh, good. Cassie loves her wheel of rainbow hearts. Tracy, this was a gift, and it's from Etsy. Oh, and I wrote down the name of the shop, and I completely forgot. If anybody remembers, can you please let me know? Linda, how come when Odin snores it's cute, but when her hubby does it, it's not so much? That is such the truth. Oh, Cassie says her sweet Maggie, who looks like Odin, has been on her lap snoring for most of the live. I love that. Yes, a broken snowflake. So true. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera around. Odin, do you want to say hi? Odin. No. He's sleeping. You want to come here? And his tongue's sticking out. Come here. Oh, you're so sweet. Come show everybody how cute you are. He's sleepy. This is Odin, if you haven't seen him before. This is my fur baby. One of them. And Brody, I think he's cleared my room, so I'm probably not going to... I'll try to bring him next week. Maybe see if he'll nap in here so I can show him at the end. All right. Kawaii, happy Kawaii Supplies. Teresa's who gave me these. And so she is in the chat telling everybody, thank you. Let's see. Nichol says she uses the broken ones. Yes, and a lot of times you can use them. I'm just probably silly and don't. He is a little Ewok, Carissa, so much. Oh, good. Tracy says she found them. Thank you. Oh, you guys, thank you. Odin says thank you, even though he's almost back to sleep. That's so funny. Yes, he's my Star Wars puppy. Thank you guys so much. Now, is there anything that I missed during the live? I tried really hard to keep up with it, but if I missed something, please let me know. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the card. Today was so much better than last week. Yay. I am going to play with the Mama Elephant pink skating penguins for the other background because I already have that background done and we need to see what other critters look like ice skating. I will have that post up by this evening, so definitely look for that. Let me see. Hello, Odin. Oh, Tina's saying hello from her and Max. Yes, Jessica, he does need a chair where he can come in and sit by me at the end of the live. That would be so cute. Let me see. Let me look back here and make sure I didn't miss anything. Bye, everyone. Yes, Linda, goodbye. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed this. I will update the post immediately with the rest of the marker colors I used for the mice and accessories. Those I didn't add yet. I added the other ones for the background. So that will be added. Anything else that I maybe included, I will try to add as well. Thank you, guys. If you are in the US, have a happy Thanksgiving next week. Wishing you all of the best. Remember, I will not be live next Friday. Enjoy that time with your family or shopping or doing your own thing, whatever you like to do. And I will be back then the following Friday for a live. Thank you, guys. I love you. A huge thank you to my replay crew, and we will see you next time. Bye. The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.